Greetings fellow cooks, Marcelino Bernie from Dr. Flavor. Today we're going to make something really good you're going to enjoy. This is my gluten-free vegan stew. And it's going to be delicious. I'm sure you're going to enjoy it right here, right now on Dr. Flavor. Okay, so let's go over some of the ingredients. My vegan stew has more of a Caribbean flair to it. It has yuca. It has something that you've already seen before, calabaza. And this is like a Caribbean pumpkin. Sweet potato, ñame, bell peppers, a couple sweet onions, and you've seen this before as well already. This is these are green plantains. This is a little bit on the ripe side, and it's going to be just fine. Eggplant. This is your Asian eggplant. We're going to have coconut milk as a fluid base. We're going to have some firm tofu, and we're going to have oregano, fresh from my garden, powdered bay leaves, a little bit of cayenne. It's always good to have a little bit of a kick to it. Minced garlic, black pepper, sazon completo, kosher salt, and curry powder. So, and remember I said I like shortcuts. Curry powder is a combination of different ingredients like turmeric and coriander, and so it's a shortcut. I like it. So we go now. Okay friends, I've been very busy, but finally got a lot of this stuff done. I got onions, sweet onions diced up, 2 medium-sized onions sliced up. I got over here the eggplant. I have here the ñame, which was that brown hard skin root. And basically how you cut that up is you slice in the middle and in slices. Then you just cut off the ends and then you make it cubes. Simple. And red peppers. And this is the eggplant. In addition to that, sweet potatoes, cubed. The calabaza, and in my calabaza video I showed you how to cut that up. Basically, once again, you just slice it and cut it in slices and then cut off the ends, the end portion. Then over here we have the plantains, slightly ripened and green, and over here the yuca. And the yuca, same way, just cut in slices and then cut off the ends and then cube them. Simple, simple. In addition to that, we have over here the tofu that I cut up in small pieces, small cubes. Then I open up a can of coconut milk, and I have my other ingredients here. So let's get rolling, and it's going to be very simple. Okay friends, let's start cooking. We're going to start our cooking top, and we're going to put it an 8 to start off with. So we're going to put in 2 cups of water. We're going to put in about third of a cup of avocado oil or olive oil, whatever works well. And then we're going to start incorporating all the vegetables. Everybody in the pool, as they say. We're going to add these guys in. We're going to put the top on, and we're going to let it start heating up gently. Alright, so these are, this has been cooking for a little while. At this point, you can see it's boiling. So I'm going to mix it up a little bit. It has a nice fresh flavor, or scent I should say. So I'm going to put half a teaspoon of black pepper, about 1/4 teaspoon of bay leaves, about 1/3 of a teaspoon, maybe 1/4 teaspoon of cayenne, and the curry, about a teaspoon of curry. And I'm going to put in my fresh oregano from my garden, and I'm going to put in at this point 2 teaspoons of crushed garlic. All right. And remember what I say, guys, when you have a lot of ingredients in here, just take shortcuts. You use crushed garlic rather than your fresh garlic. Talk about ingredients, let's not forget sazón completo, complete seasoning. We're gonna about half a teaspoon of that for now. We're gonna hold off on the salt until we see how things are coming along a little bit more. We start running into some audio problems at this point in the video, and as you can see, it's cooking up nicely. Just moving it around and letting some of the stuff from the bottom come up. We've already lowered the heat a little bit, and everything is starting to get a little bit on the soft side, which is looking very well. And at this point, what we're going to do is just going to add some of our coconut milk, and that'll be some of the fluid base in it, since we're totally going vegan along this way. So now we're going to uncover it, and as you can see, it's getting nice and rich. It's getting a little bit of a creamy consistency. So we're going to at this point add the cubed tofu, and we're going to pretty much drop it in and stir it gently, because even though it's firm tofu, it's still going to break down very easily. So you want to just be gentle with it, stir it around, and let it heat up and incorporate with the the stew. I really wish you could actually smell this because it's really smelling very nice. What a great flavor it must have at this point. And we'll taste it in a little while. Well, let's see where we're at now. Oh yeah, rich and hearty, like I promised. Now, at this point, I've tasted it already, and I'm adding 1 teaspoon of salt. Because you have to remember that you can't take away the salt if you already added on and you're a little bit heavy-handed in it. So save the salt until the end and you can appreciate the difference. Okay? So make sure you do this. As you see, I'm breaking up the bigger chunks a little bit, and it's getting nice and consistent. And at this point, I would say that we're pretty much ready. It's a shame that I lost my video audio because I have over there Lee Jacobs, my future in-law, and she is doing the taste test for the stew. And she loves it. Absolutely, and she says, follow and recommend Dr. Flavor over here. Well, fellow cooks, once again, I have problems with my audio. I'm going to be working on this, but thank you for your patience. In the meantime, I just want to let you know that Lee Jacobs, my future in-law, was visiting, and she actually tasted some of the stew, and she loved it and highly recommended it. So once again, I want you to, and I want to encourage you to try this. It's full of flavor, it's very hearty, and you know, you're not going to notice that there's no meat in it. And I made this particularly for my daughter because at that time she was vegetarian and gluten-free. A terrible combination, but nevertheless, it works. It was really good, and I've made it ever since. So once again, come on back, join us again, and feel free to share this video, and please subscribe to our channel because I appreciate that very much. Any comments you make, I will certainly try to respond to it. This is Marcelino, your Dr. Flavor, signing off.